Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Wrestling Channel. I am your host, Seth. Today I'm going to give you guys my AEW All Out 2025 predictions. So let's hop right into the video. Play the intro. First up, we have the Hurt Syndicate, the team of Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, and MVP, taking on Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, Toa Leona, and Bishop Khan in six-man tag action. This is about to be such a banger. There's been so many brawls and crazy matches over the last couple weeks between these two factions, and they're finally going to collide it all out. After Ricochet and the GOA cost the Hurt Syndicate their tag titles at Forbidden Door, the Hurt Syndicate have been at every chance to get, just wanting to destroy Ricochet and the GOA. And it'll be a big brawl of a match here where I think everyone will be flying all around. They'll be throwing punches and just brawling all throughout the arena. But in the end, I'm going to take... It would be a good idea to take the Hurt Syndicate here to get their get back, but I wonder if they're trying to build a rise on Ricochet and the GOA. They have been getting some wins over the last couple weeks. And as much as I would want the Hurt Syndicate to win to kind of shut this down, I'm low-key going to take Ricochet and the GOA. I think they're on a good rise here. This will really help them build momentum into title picture. So I'm going to take them to get the win here with probably some cheats. Next up, we have Mercedes Moné versus Riho for the TBS Championship. This has been an interesting way it's coming about with the Rio return and going after the TBS title. And she's been getting a lot of good wins over the last couple weeks, and Mercedes Moné has been absolutely furious. She wants to teach Riho a lesson at All Out and retain her title. And this will be a very good match. The first ever AEW Women's World Champion and the longest reigning, probably greatest ever TBS champion, maybe the best champion in AEW history. Both of them colliding in this awesome match here. I think they're both going to go all out, all out, to get the win here. But in the end, I think Mercedes Moné is going to walk out victorious. I don't think Riho is the right person to take the title off Mercedes, but I do actually think that it's going to start to come soon. But I don't think Riho is the right person, so I'm going to have Mercedes to get the win here. Next up, we have the AEW Unified Championship 3-Way between Konosuke Takeshita, Kazuchika Okada, and Masquerade Dorada. This has been an interesting match in the way it's come about, as Konosuke Takeshita and Kazuchika Okada are both members of the Don Callis family now. And ever since Okada won the title, Takeshita was kind of eyeing titles, and he ended up getting looped in here as some of their stare down to the 2300 arena. And he got put in this match, and then we just saw in September to Remember, Masquerade Dorada beat the Beast Mortos to earn the third spot in this match. And this is going to be awesome. I think they're going to have a really good match here with the triple threat rules. I think Masquerade Dorada is going to go all out, and Okada and Takeshita have such a hard-hitting style, and it's going to be so awesome to see them go one-on-one on a ring, which is like such a dream match. And it'll be interesting to see where Don Callis lies here. But in the end, I'm going to take Kazuchika Okada to get the win here. Part of me actually thinks that that Don Callis could turn on Takeshita, and his reasoning could be something like Okada actually has won titles, and it could happen that way, but either way, I'm going to take Okada to get the win. Next up, we have the AEW Women's World Championship 4-Way between Jamie Hayter, Tekla, Chris Statlander, and Timeless Toni Storm. This women's division has been absolute chaos over the last few months, and we finally get to showcase that here at All Out when we see this crazy fatal 4-Way of some of the top contenders. It's good because I was questioning after Forbidden Door and stuff like that who is really going to be else for Tony to face, but there is a whole roster there, which I was kind of mentioning, and we're finally getting to showcase some of them. This is a good way to kind of start it by just putting a bunch of them in there, and then over time kind of getting those one-on-one matches. This is going to be chaotic. Like I said, this division has been so crazy the last couple months. So many rivalries and just outspark brawls on Collision and Dynamite. And in the end, after a crazy and probably brutal, chaotic match, I think Timeless Toni Storm is going to walk out still the AEW Women's World Champion. Like I said, this is probably going to be such a crazy match. More crazy than we think it's going to be. But I still think Toni Storm's going to walk out champ. Next up, we have Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill. I don't know if I missed a collision where something happened here, because this match kind of came out of nowhere to me. But Eddie Kingston finally is going to have his return to an AEW ring. It's been 16 months ever since he was injured and taken out at Resurgence in May of last year. in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So it is going to be so awesome to see him return to AEW. I'm kind of sad that he's kind of returning so late. I feel like he's missing a lot of vital stuff he missed like all of the EVP and New Elite storyline. He missed all of the Death Rider storyline. But I still think that this is a good way for him to get back in the ring here, and possibly he could have a great storyline. He's going against Big Bill, which I think will be a good match for Big Bill, kind of showcase himself, but I still think Eddie Kingston, if he's going to be there, he's going to get his win and his return to AEW. And I'm hoping that he stays in AEW and wishing and hoping that he can do some great stuff in his return. Next up, we have the AEW World Tag Team Championship 4-way ladder match between Josh Alexander and Hector Serrano, the Young Bucks, Jet Speed, and the defending champs Bandito. This is going to be so chaotic with so many fun spots. Bandito and Jet Speed are most likely to go really crazy. And I think Josh Alexander and Hector Serrano and the Young Bucks will make a nice little mix to it. The Young Bucks can also go crazy, and Josh Alexander and Hector Serrano will definitely be able to pull out some cool spots. And Brody King will kind of be that cool powerhouse in there. And this is going to be super chaotic, super fun. Awesome high-flying action, but in the end, I'm going to take Bandito to retain their titles. They just won the titles at Forbidden Door. I kind of like this new team, so I'm going to have them retain the titles here in a crazy and awesome ladder match. Next up, we have Mark Briscoe versus MJF in a table and tax match. This rivalry has gone so personal over the months that they've been feuding now. From ever since before All In, the Casino Gauntlet and their talks to Forbidden Door and everything now, this is finally going to come to an end here. Tables and tax, all the mean comments, all the costing will all come down to this. All the big fight. This is probably going to be one of the most violent matches of the night. Many thumbtacks will be used, many tables will be used, and we'll just have to see who the last man standing will be. This is going to be a brutal match as they are going to throw everything they have at each other. I am interested to see who will win this because we got to remember Max still has his contract, so you don't want to bury his momentum because he still has plenty of opportunity to cash in. But I really think Mark Briscoe's got to win this. Like I said, it's months in the making, and to really end this, I feel like Mark's got to get the win here. He's been getting screwed and beaten by MJF a lot, and he needs to get that one big win to end this feud in his stipulation. So I'm going to take Mark Briscoe to get the win here. Next up, we have the coffin match between Jon Moxley and Darby Allin. This is going to be probably almost as violent as the tables and tax match. There's going to be probably many more weapons used than just coffins. Probably see many appearances from the Death Riders, the Ops, and all this war that's going on. And this is just going to be brutal. John is going to want to bury Darby, but Darby is just going to want to destroy John, and this is going to be super brutal and a super awesome match. I think they're going to throw everything they have at each other, go all throughout Scotiabank Arena, but in the end, after they use all the weapons, all the coffins they can, I think Darby Allin will shut the coffin with Jon Moxley inside to win this match and start to put an end to this Death Riders feud and this group and this rivalry, and I think he's going to stand tall in Toronto. Next up, we have something that might main event. I'm not 100% sure, but Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus FTR. This has had such a personal lead-up ever since Adam Copeland returned at All in Texas after FTR turned on him. He helped Christian Cage take care of his Kip Sabian, Nick Wayne, and a kill switch problem, and now Christian Cage is repaying the favor, helping him with his FTR problem. And Christian Cage is a little bit of bad blood, too, after All In, because FDR was going to help Nick Wayne turn on him. And there's been big brawls, big promo battles. This has just gotten so personal, and it's all going to come to a head at what should be a brawl of a tag team match. Many, probably going to be many hockey references. It's definitely going to be a hockey fight. Maybe we'll see Cope and Christian in some Maple Leafs uniforms coming out. But this is going to be an awesome match. And in the end, in their hometown of Toronto, I think Adam Copeland and Christian Cage will get the win here over FTR to get rid of this problem, and they can go finish their careers, and they get a big win for them in their hometown. And finally, the main event, Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher for the AEW World title. This might main event or the Adam Copeland match, but this is going to be a banger. Kyle Fletcher, it's gotten personal ever since Hangman started dealing with the Don Callis family. Kyle took out Kenny Omega, and now he's gotten this match with Adam Page. And Adam has taken this really personally, as he really wants to just end the Don Callis family. He hates it so much, and he wants to teach them a lesson. Kyle has agreed to do this on his own, but how sure can we know that that will be true? And then Kyle, and I don't remember a lot what they said. I thought they said something about the TNT Championship and the contract signing last night, but really, just this is going to be an awesome match. These are two great stars, the present of AEW versus the future of AEW. They're going to throw everything they have at each other in such an awesome match with many crazy spots, many near falls, and in the end, I'm going to take Hangman Adam Page to retain his world title. Kyle Fletcher's time will come, but I don't think it's going to be in Toronto. This is going to be an epic match and an epic way to probably end the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and turn on that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.